Tin Liu, followed by Robin Reeves May.
Good evening, Mayor Kevin Johnson, members of the council. My name is Tin Liu. I'm just a local resident here in Sacramento. And due to a growing number of doctors and nurses and researchers who are concerned about fluorinating water, I too have become concerned, and I strongly oppose the use of fluoride in our drinking water. There's been severe increase in physical health as well as mental health, and today I just stand in opposition to fluorinating water. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jim.
Robin, followed by Roger Dufer.
Hello again. So first I want to thank Councilman McCarty and Trethewey for being open to further discussion about water fluoridation, and Councilman Fong for hearing our need for the right to choose what we ingest and to keep our chemical exposure to a minimum. We look forward to supporting you in any way that we can, both scientifically and philosophically. And in response to Council Member Hammond's question to Dr. Orsi about the condition of people's teeth in Europe, I'd like to add that since water fluoridation recently ended in Europe, their teeth couldn't possibly have been negatively affected. So one could conclude that if their teeth are in poor condition, perhaps it's the effect of years of water fluoridation. So thank you for your time and consideration. We do look forward to working with you in the future.
Thanks, Robin.
Roger, followed by Penelope Anadali.
I'm going to try and finish this speech I started, this paper I started earlier. From 2 o'clock, I'll just pick up where I left off. According to Nobel Prize scientist Arvid Carlson, water fluoridation is obsolete. Arvid Carlson, Nobel Prize winner of medicine in 2000, said fluoridation is against all the principles of modern pharmacology. It's really obsolete. No doubt about that. I mean, I think those nations that are using it should feel ashamed of themselves. It's against science. So here's a closer look at some of the latest studies. A 3-year investigation of fluoride's toxicology by the National Research Council in 2006 found that many Americans are being overdosed with harmful levels of fluoride. A wide range of health problems are cited in the report, linking fluoride exposure to disruption of nervous and endocrine systems, including the brain, thyroid, and pineal gland. According to data presented in the report, the doses of fluoride associated with thyroid disturbances are now exceeded by many Americans, particularly children, living in so-called low fluoride, 1 part per million areas. Because of concerns over fluoride's health risks, the NRC calls on government agencies to introduce nationwide monitoring of fluoride levels in people's urine and blood. The American Dental Association recommends parents use fluoride-free water when mixing baby formula. The ADA is concerned with the dramatic increase in dental fluorosis among American children, since dental fluorosis is only the first visible sign of fluoride's toxic effects on the body. Studies from China have shown that excessive intake of fluoride can accumulate in the brain, permanently reducing a child's intelligence. There was also a study in California that shows an epidemic in tooth decay, dental problems with our children here in California, regardless of fluoridation. It's a study done by children's dental problems have reached epidemic proportions in California, eclipsing other health crises, including asthma and obesity, according to a study released in 2006 by the California Dental Association Foundation and First 5 California.
Roger, can we get your final thought, please?
It's the study states, I'll just finish with, the study states that nearly 71% of the state's third graders have suffered from tooth decay, and nearly 29% of kindergartners had untreated cavities. So, information's there for whatever you guys want to do with it.
Thanks, Roger.
So.
Penelope, followed by Brian Lambert.
Well, I sent you all a letter, and it was only last week, so you probably didn't have a chance to read it. But 10 years ago, I was part of the group that tried to prevent fluoride even to be in it in the first place. And I thought it's a great place to take money away, and it's a win-win for everybody, so the budget might be a really good reason to justify it. 10 years ago, all the stuff we're talking about today as far as the health problems were known. There was reports given. So if it seems that money got this in, so money having a budget problem might get it out. A year before we had the public hearings that I attended, I took school children to the water treatment plant so they could see where they got their drinking water. The engineer there said nobody there wanted fluoridation, but it had already been cited, it was going to be done. This was a year before the meetings to have public discussion on whether or not to have this happen. So this was a decision made, and it was motions gone through to have that decision be seemed like it was a public participation. So you got money problems now? Man, this is a way to get money out and nobody's hurt by it. So thank you.
Thanks,
Ryan.
Penelope.
Followed by Moxham.
Mayor, City Council. With regards to the continuing to spend $1 million a year on water fluoridation, number one, the removal of fluoride is being considered under Prop 65. And to illustrate the courage others have shown by rejecting fluoridation, I do have a short list of communities which have rejected fluoride since 1990. Now, I could read this. 200 cities and towns that have rejected fluoridation. Let me just wrap it up here. I can read it off, but you get the idea. 200 cities across the rejected fluoride since 1990. Thank you.
Thank you.
The last one is Moxham, and I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the last name.
That's the last speaker.
Hi, my name is Maxim. I'm 22 years old. I have dental fluorosis. So do my 3 brothers. I also have more than 10 cavities. So no doctor or scientist will ever tell me that fluoride is good for my teeth, because all it does is opposite. So this is just one of the negative effects that you can see on me. There's a lot more health risks that nobody talks about for some reason. I'm just wondering why we still have it. Just have no idea. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that concludes our speakers on our budget item. Do we need to reconsider the vote, or are we good? City Attorney, can we stand with our previous vote?
Unless there's any council member who would like to make a motion to reopen.
Let's just reopen and vote. Do we have to motion to reopen it?
You have to make a motion for reconsideration, vote on that.
Okay, let's do it.
Based upon some new facts that you heard during the discussion.
Okay, we are good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.